Hey, and this is Zacchaeus, and welcome, Zacchaeus and the Fifth General. Welcome to another episode of Mr. Z and Fifth.
Yeah,
I'm your host, Zacchaeus,
and I'm the
and
fifth
this is my
general.
fifth. That's right.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
man, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. Just couldn't wait to do this episode with you, man. I had to wrap up on some things that we've been laughing about. So we're gonna we're gonna talk about it. What's the first? I'm laughing because it's already funny. Let's get into the first thing. Before we go further, yeah, this episode is gonna be kind of a rundown of things. Okay, we're gonna be talking about a number of things or topics. All right, so
Yeah.
y'all be ready. Be ready. All right, go ahead, Zacchaeus.
Yo, man, the first topic we're gonna bring up is Stacey Dash, man.
Oh Lord.
This sister talk about now all of a sudden now she want to start dating black men. Now,
Put it in context. Put it in context. You know what I'm saying? Because this is somebody who has got on Fox
What-
News and just spewed all type of
Well,
white supremacist rhetoric.
What made me upset about Stacey Dash? This is what made me annoyed about Stacey Dash is when she said,
Right.
this is one of her statements. Now,
Come on.
she said that she wants Black History Month to be,
Abolished.
no more abolished. She don't want it to. She don't want it to exist. Now, and this is a woman that basically
Oh, also
cooned away.
also say why she said it needed to be abolished. If you remember, do you know?
You know what? Let me see if I can. Let me see. Hold on. I remember her stating that she wants to be abolished, but I think she's just saying that something of the sort. Now, I don't know the exact word.
So,
can't remember the exact words.
I could tell
but
it. I could tell it. I got it.
Go ahead, Fifth. Go ahead.
She said because we've had a black president, and she was talking about BET. So that was her. First of all, BET hasn't been owned by black people in a very long time, over 10 years, probably 20 years.
Oh yeah,
Bob Johnson
probably
sold that.
possibly 20 years.
Exactly. Bob Johnson sold that to Viacom, a white-owned company, media company, large conglomerate, years ago. Well, sold it to MTV. MTV was bought up by Viacom. Anyway, all related, doesn't matter. But we know BET hasn't been black-owned for a very long time. And secondly, one network out of the whole entire channels that we have on Earth owned by an African-American man is racist. How is it racist when we have had one? You get what I'm saying? So her reasoning doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't see Viacom saying, hey, well, we have too many networks that are owned by white men and so maybe we should just give this to a black man because we got too many white owners. That would never be said.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Zach.
Exactly. Yeah. But I just want to shine a light on Stacey. That's what she said. Now she wants to start dating black men. Now, my thing is this, man. I mean, for her to come up. For her to come up.
Is she
and
divorced
and
yet?
make
Because I
that
thought she was
statement.
still legally married. Because she's married to a white man. I mean, that was her choice, but I'm just saying.
See, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure of the status because I know one time with the domestic situation where she was arrested.
Yeah.
So I don't know what. So I don't know what happened after that.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But for her to make a statement, no, hey, isn't that wrong with my? But you know what it is? What I find wrong with making this statement now is that this is what I'm gonna say. Her career hasn't been the same. No, she hasn't been getting that much role. She hasn't got that much role like she did in the past. She haven't been getting that much roles like she did in the past as far as movie roles, show appearances. She hasn't been getting that. She hasn't been getting too much work in Hollywood. Period. Or anywhere else. New York City, nowhere. She hasn't been getting work. So all of a sudden now, I look at it like, so we're the bottom of the toe. We're the bottom of the barrel. Now you wanna start dating us now. Oh, that came out of the left wing, came out of nowhere. She made that statement, and I'm saying to myself, you're a lovely lady, but your mental state and your mind state, nah. I don't suggest no brother date you, man.
So, hey, I'm gonna read the article.
Yo.
I'm gonna get into more things about her, but I'm gonna read this article, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna get to the overall point of our speaking truth to power when it comes to this person. I mean, we're not picking on her, but we want to just say something that's gonna make sense here. So this article is from Washington News Post, okay, and the title says, I want to start dating black men again. This is a this is an article from March 13th, 2021, this year.
You're right.
It says actress Stacey Dash is hoping to get back in good graces of the black community in hopes that she can find a man while she's at it. MTO News has learned that actress/political commentator Stacey Dash is open to dating black men again. Her representatives have reached out to at least one top African American celebrity to see if he could set up a date with the former Trump supporter. Here's what the Hollywood Insider told MTO News. Stacey Dash is trying to make a comeback to the black community. Her rep tried to set up a date with a B-list black actor. Oh, I think she's B-list. I think that's probably what they're trying to say. It's a publicity stunt. It's a publicity stunt, but she's doing it so that black people could like her again. Republicans are done with her, and the rent has to be paid.
Ooh.
In an interview with the Daily Mail published Thursday, the Clueless star said anger is what drove her political stance and motivated. Hold on, let me make sure my mic. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for my audio. My mic was twisted. All right, now I sound a lot better. Matter of fact, Zach Hughes, let me make sure I turn you up because I thought it was me. All right. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but the show must go on. So, it said, the Clueless star said anger is what drove her political stance and motivated her to be a conservative media contributor. I'm gonna quote, these are her exact things she said, according to what they're saying here. I've lived my life being angry, which is what... Okay. I've lived my life being angry, which is what I was on Fox News, said Dash, who currently stars in a Nick Loeb-directed drama, Roe v. Wade. I was the angry conservative black woman, and at the time of my life, it was who I was. I realized in 2016 that anger is unsustainable and it will destroy you. I made a lot of mistakes because of that anger. Dash was dropped as a political pundit in 2017. That is also true. Lastly, because I'm about to be done with reading this, not offering specifics, Dash told the Daily Mail in a combination of video and print remarks that she was sorry. The things that I did say that I should not have said them the way I said them, Dash explained. They were very arrogant and prideful and angry, and that's who Stacey was. But that's not who Stacey is. Stacey's someone who has compassion and empathy, unquote. Article done. Zach Hughes, before I pull out a flamethrower on this woman's pathetic attempt to get good with black people, please state your opinion on this article.
Well, Stacey Dash. No, listen, you're trying to... This is all a publicity stunt to get back in good grace with the black community. You're not... I mean, first of all, she wants to be relevant again. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to say, "I'm gonna date black men, start dating black men again."
Mm-hmm.
Like, to her, in other words, like she like distance because they were black men. She just was angry. She was angry. She was stating that she was an angry black woman, and she turned her back on the black community, and she turned her back on, and she also turned her back on just dating black men. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden now, because this is what I think, because she's trying to get back. She's trying to make appearances. She's trying to get back good grace with Hollywood. She's trying to trying to be relevant again. So therefore, she's trying to apologize. No, listen. People already know who you are already. Mm-hmm. First of all, people gonna say that, first of all, most people will say that, oh yeah, that's Stacey Dash, the black has been or celebrity, yeah, that voted for promoted Trump. Oh yes, you promoted Trump. Remember on Fox News, they'll always bring that up. And they'll forever bring that up. Now, you have to let Stacey. A lot of things she should apologize for. I believe the statement that she made about Black history. Mm-hmm. Okay, you should apologize for that. That you should apologize for. Because if you knew your history, even if you were angry, you would have never said that.
Mm-hmm.
You would have never said that if you knew your history. Okay, let's just get that straight and get that clear. And you would have never said that. And number two, everybody just sees everybody. I read this article. Fifth read this article. We say that. Wait a minute. Mm-hmm. You're trying to get back good grace. That's all it really is. Mm-hmm. And there may be some brothers that fall, maybe because of your looks, but still on the same token, yeah, they will be. Not gonna. I can't lie and say they're not going to be.
Yeah,
but the back of the woke brother, they will know what time it is when they meet you.
Exactly.
Enough said.
Yeah, but enough said. And that's not the kind of brother she's trying to attract anyway. She don't want no a black man who has knowledge of self. No, that's not going to happen. She's going to get with a black man who's not too sure about himself and wants to worship her and make her the white woman in the relationship. How about that? That's what she wants. Yes. Mm-hmm. Number one, first of all, this is somebody who half of the time didn't even want to even claim that she was black. Okay. On her police report, remember that police report she had? And she put in Caucasian or something like that. I'm like, what? First of all, Stacey, you're not even Caucasian. According to what you told us years ago, that you are half black and half Mexican. So where did the Caucasian part come from? Anyway, but I digress. This is somebody who needs to shut the heck up forever. This woman was on Fox News and ate and regurgitated and threw up and talked. I mean, like the scripture says, like a dog going back to its own vomit. This woman spewed hateful, white supremacist, anti-black rhetoric on Fox News every moment she had on that network. Okay, she was a white supremacist lapdog. She was the Fox News's black face chihuahua that could speak the racist things that white people typically, if they would say it, and although you had several of them say it on that channel all the time with their political talks, but they let her say the most extreme stuff so that they could say, oh, well, you can't call me racist because I wasn't the one that said it. Stacey Dash said it. Stacey Dash is black, so she said that. I didn't say that. That's exactly what Stacey was used for. Let me tell you what they do. Let me tell you here's what they think about you. The same thing happened to Omarosa. Remember Zacchaeus?
Oh yeah, I remember Omarosa. Yes.
You know, yeah, you know that song.
Yes.
And if you keep on using me until you use me you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what was happening to Omarosa. She was being used until she couldn't be used no more. Donald Trump said, "Hey, you're
fired.
You're fired. The Apprentice. I'm gonna use her to get the black vote." Okay, mission not accomplished. Yeah, not accomplished because then she got fired. And then she tried to get back with good graces with black people because she knew what she was doing wrong. And now you got Stacey Dash talking about, I want to date black men again. This is what I don't like. You want to date black men again? Why? Because Tommy, Thomas, and Peter don't want you no more. Is that why?
Speak it.
You know what I'm saying? So black men are your last resort. Why are black? You know what I think is disrespectful? Why are black men everybody's last resort? I've heard women who are not black say this. You know, you got like, for instance, I've heard non-black women who probably once looked attractive, who are not attractive anymore to their own men, say, "Oh, well, I'm open to try a black man now." What, when you're all washed up now?
Yep. And the fools, and we're fools. We'll go with them.
Right. Sadly, well, because society has reached in a couple of black men's souls that if a non-black person wants you, then you're special. No. White men don't think like that. White men don't think. They don't think if a sister don't want them that something's wrong with them. Nah, they don't care about sisters not wanting them. They don't want sisters.
Right.
Okay, and here she called the cop when she had that domestic situation. I'm not, making light of this, but supposedly they were both fighting each other, but she's the one who got arrested, not him. So she got her what we call her Negro wake up call, where if you don't know that you're black, white supremacy will remind you that you're black, and that's exactly what they did to her. So now she want to come back and slum it up and let me go and slum it up with the rest of my people. No, that is disrespectful. And let me tell you, Stacey Dash, wherever you started in the dating pool, stay over there. Don't come over here.
Exactly. No, you said it extremely well, Fifth.
Oh,
exactly.
And not once did she apologize to black people. Is that an apology? I want to start dating black men again. Is that an apology for all the stuff that she said on Fox News? That article didn't show an apology. Did you read that in that?
I didn't see no apology. She just came off and just said, I just want to start dating black men.
She made excuses. She made excuses for the racist thing that she said. Oh yes, it is racist. I don't care if her skin is black.
Well, she said she was angry. She said she was angry.
Okay.
And that's the Stacey Dash. And then she was stating that's not the Stacey Dash that she is. She was just Stacey was just angry. But she was an angry black one. All of a sudden now she's angry and she's black.
Yeah, all of a sudden she's angry and she's black. I didn't understand that. Now you're claiming you're a black woman. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't want Black History Month because you thought Black History Month was racist. You know, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. And then and I got more for you. Anytime somebody says something offensive against a certain community, when they want to get back with good graces, what do they have to do, Zacchaeus? First,
you have to apologize
publicly.
Public apology is necessary.
Yeah,
you gotta apologize, especially the things you said. You gotta apologize for.
Yes, you have to answer for your transgressions.
Yes.
Yeah. Now
that cooling. Yeah, you gotta apologize.
Did she do that, sir? I don't think she did that yet.
I don't hear an apologies and stating I was angry and I want to start dating black men again. That's not an apology.
No, that's not an apology. I guess she's figuring out that a 50-something-year-old person such as herself who's ugly on the inside. Okay. On the inside. So, who I guess is having a hard time finding a man. Well, she's having a hard time finding another man such as her still husband or ex-husband. I guess she's having a issue finding a man on that color spectrum, maybe. So now she wants to see if a black man want her.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay. Well, I'm sure, because everybody plays a fool. I'm pretty sure there'll be a fool out there who will put up with her mess. But let me tell you something. This is not an apology, okay? And black people in mass should treat her the same way other races do when black people do something that's offensive and have to go on a public apology tour. I mean, that's what Nick Cannon had to do with the Jewish community. So the black people, I want y'all to treat Stacey Dash just like the Jewish community treated Nick Cannon, okay?
Yeah.
That's no shade to the Jewish community. I respect what they did because that's what you should do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You should feel some type of way when you feel that you are offended. So I'm just saying black people should give Stacey Dash the same energy that the Jewish community gave Nick Cannon. That's all I'm saying. And Nick Cannon had to go through the process. So what makes Stacey Dash above that? She's not above that. She got to go through the process, just like Nick Cannon went through the process to get in good graces again with the Jewish community. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Make it right. They made
it right. Yeah.
They forced Nick Cannon to make it right. So Stacey Dash, you got to get it right.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. No, not that you want to stay. No, you don't get a black man because you want to. You wait. You sit there and wait, and you think about what you did. You know how when you was a kid and you got a whooping, and your mama and your dad said, "All right, now you got that whooping now. All right, now sit there and reflect on what you did wrong."
Get that cut tail. Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, man. So in conclusion, Stacey, yeah, we're still waiting for an apology.
And you know what? I'm not gonna hold my breath.
No.
I'm not gonna hold my breath. You know what I'm saying? I'll become a skeleton waiting for her apology. That's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna wait. All right.
Yeah.
Now, very popular dating show that a lot of America watches. Ooh, it's so interesting how this segues. So interesting how this racism is something else, Zacchaeus.
Oh, so, it certainly is, man.
There's a popular show called The Bachelor. They had a brother on there who was picking from the litter of women that was on there. They had all kinds of flavors of women on that show. He just so happens to make the final decision to pick a white woman. Not saying anything wrong about him picking one, but it's just the one that he picked ended up not being the one that he hoped for. So let me go ahead and play this video, and I'm gonna read this article by NPR. And it's definitely going to put some things in perspective. All right.
I do see you as a wife. I see you as the mother of my kids. I see those kids being crazy.
Me too.
Let's obviously address the elephant in the room. In 2018, I guess you took photos that have recently emerged of you at a antebellum plantation-themed party. For the sake of further clarity, antebellum literally means, in Latin, before the war. Mm-hmm. And so the antebellum South is literally honoring the South before the war in question, the war that freed slaves.
Yes.
The most disappointing thing for me was having to explain to you why what I saw was problematic, not fully understanding my blackness and what it means to be a black man in America.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Interracial Dating. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This brother was like, you know what? I'm not going to pick a sister. I'm going to pick this white woman who had a racist past. All right. That right there just seems a bit off.
Wow.
Now let me read the article. Wow. This is from NPR.org. It says the Bachelor's cluelessness about race comes to a head in the season finale. And the article reads, and the article reads, it's a safe bet this wasn't the conversation that producers of The Bachelor expected. Would cap Matt James, that's the brother, Matt James's season when they named him as the unscripted dating show's first black star. The first, okay. But the tense, emotional exchange Monday night between James and former girlfriend Rachel Kirkconnell, where he revealed why he broke off their relationship after photos of her at an antebellum South theme party surfaced on social media. Is this the kind of conversation about race and white cluelessness that The Bachelor has been avoiding for far too long? Rachel might not understand what it means to be black in America, quote, Matt James. Rachel might not understand what it means to be black in America, James told host Emmanuel Acko during the show's After the Final Rose special Monday, dropping a line that felt like the understatement of the year. Indeed, the show's refusal to appreciate what it means to be black on The Bachelor is what made this moment. It led producers to stumble into a rolling race-centered controversy that has sidelined the show's longtime host. I'm sorry, I'm getting a kick out of this story. It's funny. Chris Harrison obliterated the storybook romance set up by months of pre-taped episodes and forced the white woman James selected from a field of nearly 40 contestants to tearfully explain herself on national television. This is her speaking. I see someone who was living in this ignorance without thinking who it might be hurting, Kurt Connell said, looking at a photo of herself hanging with friends at a fraternity party in 2018, decked out in a frilly dresses, celebrating the spectacles of bygone era. Sorry, I said that wrong. Civil rights activists have criticized these kinds of parties for many years, noting that they elevate the beauty of the Old South's plantation while erasing their roots in the bondage of brutal oppression of black slaves. Yeah, funny how that works out. It's similar to the denialism among some who seek to honor symbols of the Confederacy while downplaying or ignoring its role in fighting to maintain slavery. Kurt Connell admitted as much on Monday, noting that some of her supporters told her they think attending such parties was racist because they personally were not racist. I did get a lot of people saying this is normal where I grew up, she said. People need to realize that just saying this is normal where I came from, that doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it okay. All right. There's more to read. I can't. This is just extending. This is it's extending into irrelevancy, so I don't want to keep reading this. You get the point. Zacchaeus,
yeah, definitely.
I need your feedback. Take as long as you need.
Well. What I get from that article is that this brother, out of a sea of women, he's a bachelor.
Yes.
Out of a sea of women, chose and I think it was two. And I think it was the two finale contestants. It was between her and the black woman.
Yeah.
And he made his final decision, and he chose the white woman.
Yeah.
Hey,
Rachel.
We're not saying anything. We're not saying anything wrong with that. But we're just saying that, we tend to sometimes as brothers tend to choose the white counterparts to please media and sometimes please supremacy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
We kind of push aside the sister sometimes, and then we say, okay, nah, I'm gonna just choose her because I just feel enlightened with her. Well, no, because now you just found out that she grew up in a supremacy,
celebrating
atmosphere.
Antebellum South, plantation.
Yes, plantation South.
Mm-hmm.
In the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, her ancestry takes her back there, and she even said that's the way she grew up.
Yeah.
So my thing is this, and I'm gonna say it. I'm not riding with Dr. Umar, but I'm not. But I somewhat agree with Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yeah.
I somewhat agree with him that sometimes you have to embrace our own.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I say we have to embrace our own because we have a better understanding of each other.
Yes.
No, Kirkland would never understand. What's her name?
Rachel Kirkconnell.
She would Kirkconnell would never understand being black in America.
Mm-hmm.
And she would never because she's not black.
Yeah.
She's not African American diaspora. So why would she understand? She would not understand. Even if she studied and try to understand it, she would not still understand.
Right.
Because she came from a world of privilege, I would say, and she came to a world of where she grew up with those kind of traditions and beliefs.
Well,
so,
yeah.
So why? So my brother, we have to be more aware. We have to be more. We have to be. I would say show some kind of solidarity, show some kind of black pride. And not only in choosing a mate, but in yourself too. Because, maybe the chemistry was with this woman compared to the sister. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe you found a connection with her. But sometimes before you make a decision, certain questions you may have to ask, like, where did you grow up? And what some brothers fail to ask, is your family used to a black? Do you have any black friends, or do you have any black people around your community? I'm just saying, certain things you may have to inquire to ask because. And I've known supremacy. Sometimes some of the white folks would say, "Yeah, we have a black friend, but just usually just an associate that they know." We're just saying that choosing. Be careful who you choose. That's all. Be careful who you choose, and don't just choose a white counterpart because they'll say, "Okay, well, this will make me ignore my blackness." We gotta be mindful and careful in who we choose as our bachelorette. That's all I gotta say.
Listen, I think these two stories that we're talking about is very interesting. We just talked about Stacey Dash, who is a black woman who spoke racism against black people, anti-black racism on a news network called Fox News for years. who's now trying to get good with black people. On the other end, we have a story where a black man on Bachelor picks a white woman and didn't know that she had and then come to find out she had a racist past, herself, because she said, hey, where I'm from, this was normal. But then she also said that, hey, just because of that, that doesn't make it right. It's wrong. So at least Rachel said it was wrong. Stacey, on the other hand, didn't even apologize. Okay. So this is interesting because here you have Stacey Dash, who thought getting a white man was better. And here we have Matt James on Bachelor picking a white woman because he think that's better. And look what it cost him. And then look what it cost Stacey Dash.
Yeah.
I'm just saying these two things are somewhat related.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I said this was quite the segue and transition. And it all boils down to this. For those out there who want to date, now forget those. We talking about black people here. For black men and women who want to swirl, be careful what you try to swirl with. I'm not anti-interracial dating. I myself have dated outside my race in the past. It was a long time ago. Long time ago. So I'm not anti-interracial. I don't want anybody to say, oh, Fifth, you sound like a racist. I'm not saying anything racist. I'm just quoting what these articles are saying. Right. And so what I'm saying is what they picked is the results they got. I mean, we were just talking about Meghan Markle last week, wasn't we?
Yeah.
About that family she married into. That's a black woman, but she married into a family that got some racism there. And we knew that about the Royals. And if any got a problem with that, I don't care. Do your history. Find out how Queen Elizabeth got all that gold in that palace. Find out where that gold is from. It's from Africa.
Right.
Give it back. Oh, and by the way, Queen Elizabeth, you owe reparations. You owe reparations to all of those British islands and lands that you once conquered back in the days. Okay? You owe those people reparations of those places. Yes, you owe.
British ruled
nations.
Yes.
Once upon a time.
Yes.
Where there was slaves and whips and chains there.
Yes, Willie Lynch days.
You owe them reparations.
Reparations, yeah.
So I'm not surprised when Meghan Markle says she found out, some racism going on. Oh, well, Meghan Markle, that woman there is responsible for something. She's supposed to make it right, and she didn't make it right for her historical past of bloodline that she comes from and their transgressions. Okay? So Meghan Markle, Queen Elizabeth, after all these years, hasn't done her due diligence by paying reparations to those that or whoever the leaders of the UK would have to do to pay these reparations. Then what made you think that she was going to accept you? That family was going to accept you? Okay, but I digress. That was last week's topic. But that's the point I'm making here. If you want to go ahead and swirl, go ahead, do your thing. Ain't nobody stopping you. You ain't making me shed a tear. You just letting me know that the strong didn't survive.
The strong did not survive.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and do what you got to do. Okay, but then when something happens to you, don't say, black people help me.
Listen,
Go ahead, Zacchaeus.
He married, I mean, you shout and scream, black people help me, but
yeah,
you married this man. Listen, he's he's a prince. He's non-black, of course.
Right.
But you married him, so.
And let me be clear about something with Megan, though. Harry's not the one who's that was last week. We made it clear. I just pointed that out because it kind of somewhat draws in comparison to some degree with the story with the woman from the Bachelor. Although this brother did not marry her, but hey, he could have. He could have.
It was close. It's close enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
he could have.
Yeah.
And look, I get it. I'm looking at this woman. She's probably a nice looking woman.
Right.
Wait. What I meant to say was she's probably a nice woman. You know what I'm saying? She's not bad looking. She's easy on the eyes. But it's more than that. It's more than that. You got to find out, man. These are things that black men and black women don't, they don't really consider this. They don't, you got to understand that interracial dating is the hardest for black people because of what black people still go through.
Right.
There should be a benefit to interracial dating, right? There should be, right? There should be, but there's not. There's no benefit. If I'm a black man and I'm seeing you a white woman and I still get treated like I'm black, but you still get treated like you're white, then I don't know what happened here. I mean, okay, we might like each other and we might be into each other, but I'm still being treated like a dog. And then you're my white woman and you see me get treated like a dog, and you as a white woman don't stand up to other white people and say, how dare you talk to my man like that? I don't care what's going on. Don't you ever?
Right.
I mean, if you're not even woman enough to do that, then I shouldn't even be dating you. And then shame on me because I didn't do my due diligence as a black man on picking the right person. So let's talk about Matt James. What you got to say about Matt James, man? I mean, could this just be his taste? Is it possible that before he got on this show that he's used to being in relationships with white women? I don't know that for sure because I don't know him. But we got to get on him now.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Matt James, but but the way how he is no one. Listen, I'm not knocking his choice, but
right.
But his choice was a wake up call maybe to him.
Yeah, it probably was
because sometimes a lot of us brothers like to walk around like racism don't exist no more.
Right.
We move around like racism don't exist. And that
it's not true.
That because we mingle with some white folks and we date a white woman that we're not gonna get discriminated. We're not gonna face discrimination.
Right. It's like it all goes away now, and it doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we have to be sharpened and mindful that it does exist and be wise. We gotta be wise, man, because listen, Matt was, I guess he came on and he's like, okay, that's my I chose her. We're not saying that's who you choose.
Yeah, man, who he chooses is what he chooses. I mean, we're not knocking that's what he chose, but what he chose ended up in such a result.
Yeah. So all we're saying is just be mindful and be aware of who you are.
Right.
Always be aware of who you are.
And do some investigating. And brother, do some investigating, man. Dang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jesus.
Yeah, man.
It's and who knows? Rachel might really be heartbroken, man. She probably really liked this guy. Really, she might even love this guy. I don't know. But but listen. Whatever you do, whatever you did in the past will come out tomorrow. Right.
So and there was a video that was, I guess, they have footage of her dressed in colonial times,
Mm-hmm.
and traditions of the old South and Jim Crow, and yeah, it's like
So here, so it's. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
as
sorry.
a brother you can't. No, it's okay. As a brother, you can't shake that. It's like you got to address that, and I'm
Right.
glad Matt addressed it and said, "Listen,
Yeah.
as a black man, as a black man,
Mhm.
this right here, this although this was in the past, this still affects me, and racism. I'm sorry, but it still exists, and this cannot be ignored, So yeah, so that's enough said, Yeah, man.
So here's the thing. I also want to go more into The Bachelor. I just see some here that I just wish I would have read. I'm gonna read it now. So the new host, Akko, I think his name is. It says Akko stepped up when the longtime host Chris Harrison announced he would step away from the program. A move that came after Harrison tried to defend Rachel Kirkconnell by suggesting that antebellum parties weren't considered offensive in 2018 and criticizing the woke police for targeting her. Ooh. Hey, well, I'm glad he said that, because now we know where he stand.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Wow.
See what I'm saying, America?
Something, yeah, something, man. Something else.
So here's what I want to say to Rachel. If you want to make it right, you could use your political power, and you do have some, whether you know it or not, Rachel. Use your political power to tell those people that these parties that have racial history is wrong, and they should stop it immediately. This is how you make things right. Stacey Dash,
yeah.
Back to you. How you make things right? Public apology to Black America. Public apology on a black platform.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, public apology. Yeah.
You need to apologize. Okay? Matt James, brother, you need to discern better with picking any woman, especially if you're going to end up with another Rachel type.
Right.
You better carefully discern that. I mean, he might mess around and find him another white woman who was related to David Duke of the Ku Klux Klan. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Oh, man. You got one woman who says she wants to start dating black men again after offending so many black men and women. And then you got a white woman who wanted to date a black man, but she was too busy back in the days celebrating plantation parties. I mean, good Lord. I wonder how far back they said it was. I mean, she might have last did this in 2019. Well, it said 2018. It's 2021. And she last did this in 2018? That ain't even that far back in the days.
To me, that's not back in the days.
When people say back in the days, right? You would think they mean like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, stuff like that. 2018, come
that's
on.
Not back in the days.
Come on,
that's
son.
Not back in the days.
Come
what back
on,
in the days
son.
for me is?
Yeah.
The 80s and 90s. That's
right.
back in the days.
Well, she a young woman. She young. She might not have been born in the 80s, but you know what I mean. You get what I mean.
Yeah.
She probably not even a day over 30. She might be somewhere in the I don't know. I don't know this woman. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm not beating up on her, but I'm just saying, oh man, I'm surprised we was able to get a full show out of these topics. I got to figure out what to title this. I guess I should title this, I want to start dating black men again.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we were supposed to. Yeah, we have another one.
Well, it's 50 minutes in. We could let's finish off by at least talking about some positive stuff. Let's end off with a positive. Almost forgot about this topic. First, I want to say Staten Island stand up. If you were a hip hop fan and you love the Wu-Tang Clan, then you know these two names, Raekwon and Ghostface Killer. Park Hill, Stapleton. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was on they did the Versus battle on Instagram and Trilla, and I don't know if they still doing it on Apple TV, but they went head to head, trading off songs to see who got the best playlist. They did it in person. They did a nice virtual performance for us. I mean, it was very fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? Getting them perform their classics. And Raekwon and Ghost got a lot of songs together. Because they from from the Wu, you know what I'm saying? And
Lost Purple tapes, man.
All that. So it seemed Ghost went first, you know what I'm saying? So the first track, Special Delivery Remix, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was hot.
His verse,
I enjoyed that joint, man. I love. You know what got me excited about that song? The video.
Yeah, the video was dope. It was like an old Bad Boy video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was that
video was fire, man.
You know what I mean?
Real fire, yeah.
So they played his verse. Raekwon's comeback was "Skewered on the Barbecue" with Outkast. That's a dope joint. And Raekwon got an ill verse on that record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, he got it. Yo, some people don't know about that record, man. You got to be you could be a Raekwon fan and know the record, but if you're an Outkast fan, you definitely know this record. This was on the Aquemini album. Fire, classic album.
Right. Classic, yeah.
Ghostface played Ghostini. That's off the Supreme Clientele album. Raekwon played 10 Bricks. That was on the Built for Cuban Links 2 album. That was a fire joint.
That's a fire. Yo, let me tell you something. That joint right there.
Yeah.
Jeez, you can play that joint over and over again. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, these are timeless hip hop. Bangers right here. These are bangers right here for real.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
And then we have Fourth Chamber, Ghostface verse. Yo, that Jizza record. That's that joint. The that joint off the oh god, that was on the Shadow Boxing video. For those who don't know, that was on oh god, I know the album. Are you kidding me? Come on, Fifth, you're a big Wu-Tang fan. Jizza's Liquid Swords. Whew. Almost forgot.
Liquid Swords.
Of the Liquid Swords album. For those who know Liquid Swords album, y'all know Fourth Chamber. Fire record. Yeah. We got to run through this quicker. House of Flying Daggers off of Built for Cuban Links 2. That was Ray's comeback. Ghostface comeback, Mighty Healthy on Supreme Clientele.
Fire records. Yeah.
I'm gonna pause for a record with this one. Raekwon came back with Incarcerated Scarfaces.
Ooh, yo, let me tell you something. That video was, let me tell you something. That Incarcerated Scarfaces, I always get up with that one. That's my jump off right there. That's a joint. That's my joint. Oh yeah. Go ahead, Fifth. Yeah.
Part of my French. Let me speak Italian. Black Stallions while it on Shaolin. Go peace to Manhattan. Cats who carry gats in. Mad police in Manhattan. Hey yo, what up though? Time was running out. It's for Roberto. Let's connect. Politic ditto. We can trade places. Get lifted in the staircases. What up? Peace. Incarcerated Scarfaces. Come on, son. Classic record by Raekwon.
Woo, that's a banger.
Oh my God. Ghostface. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Check out the video. Yeah.
Yo, I kind of butchered maybe one of those lyrics. I'm sorry, but anyway, Ghostface responds with Ghostface went back. He went back to his first album, Iron Man, and he responded with Black Jesus. That's a dope record. You know what I'm saying?
That's a hot record right there. Yeah.
Raekwon came back.
Jeez.
Raekwon came back with Live from New York off the Immobilarity album. Dope album.
Right.
Ghostface. They played It's Yours off the Wu-Tang Forever album. Another Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah.
Another Wu-Tang Forever cut got dropped right after that. Impossible. You know what I'm saying? Then Raekwon dropped 100 Rounds. This record. Ghostface came back with Sure Says Lagos. Ladies love that one. You know that time you don't lie is on the road.
Classic record.
He lost his lady 2 months ago. Tell him, girl, maybe he'll find her, and maybe he won't. See, for those who know that, you know what I'm saying?
We know that. Yeah.
Yo, but guess what Raekwon came back with? Because you know what? I get it. Because Sure Says Lagos was a big record off that Supreme Clientele. Okay? That was a party record. Raekwon came back with Ice Cream.
Y'all got, everybody, even if you're not a Wu, even if you don't have everybody knows Ice Cream. Because that was banging on the radio. When let me tell you that joint was playing on the radio all
Watch
summer
these rap
long
get all up in your guts. French vanilla butter pecan chocolate deluxe. Even caramel sundaes is getting touched. Scooped in my ice cream truck. Who tears it up? Classic record.
Yeah.
Some would say one of Raekwon's top 3 records. Definitely one of my favorite records from Raekwon off before Cuban Links.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So we came back with
all day. Yeah.
So we came back with Ghostface off the I don't know what this is off of, but I didn't get to see the first half, so I don't recognize this record. New God Flow, Ghostface, Pusha T, and Kanye West. I'm not familiar with that. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with Raekwon's response. He played State of Grace. I'm familiar with that record. And then Ghostface came back with Nutmeg. That joint is I know. Boom. Yeah, that joint is that joint
is banging,
but then Raekwon came back with Criminology.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Those beats, man. It's snares, man. Ooh.
Yo.
Yeah,
man. And then it looks like we head into the second round. Now this is where I came in.
Yeah.
Because I ain't get a chance to see the whole thing. So we get into the second half of the battle. What does Raekwon respond with? I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side. Staying alive was no job. I'm second hand. And pops bounced the old man. And then we moved to Shining Land. My man came back with Cream.
Yeah, Cream.
A young youth rocking the gold tooth. Oh my God. And it started with this one, and with that one, and that one, pulling out gas for fun. My life got no better. Same low sweater, times is hard and tough like leather. Woo!
With a tough like with all out.
Was a fiend. So the smoking balls at 16. Hey yo, oh God. Why am I'm like butchering it. Sticking on white boys on ball courts. My life got word. You know what I mean? I butchered it. My fault, y'all. But y'all know what I'm talking about. You played Cream. Ghostface came back with Holla. Off the Fish Scale album. Then we got then we got Daytona 500. Dope joint. Start realizing that ghost got that'll keep you vibing. The woo has come to give you Shaolin's finest. That joint is fire. You know what I'm saying? Dope joint. Oh, and then next we got Raekwon coming back with Glaciers of Ice.
Oh, you know Glaciers of Ice is always a fire joint.
Oh my God. And he brought out Master Killer. He said, Master Killer was backstage.
Yeah.
Yo,
Master Killer came out.
He came out, man. He came out. Oh, I forgot to mention that Inspector Deck came out when they was doing when they performed Cream. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't forget that. Inspector Deck was backstage and he came in when they was performing Cream. So, because he's So then,
shout out to also Capadonna. Capadonna came out early in the
early on the right. I ain't get a chance to see that. So then we have Ghostface responding back with Run featuring Jadakiss. The record with Jada wasn't there, but it features that joint was fire. Raekwon, we got to wrap it up soon. Raekwon returns with his verse on John Blaze. Dope record. Ghostface responds with It's Over. Raekwon responds with Yeah Yo. Ghostface responds with One.
One, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that record. Oh my God. Raekwon responds with Rich and Black. Dope record. That joint features Nas. Ghostface came back with Back Like That. This was a big record. With Neo.
That was a big record. That was a big record with Ghostface and Neo.
And what I did was whack, but you ain't got to give me back like that. You know what I mean? But now Raekwon wasn't playing around. Because he came back and responded with a undefeatable, a record that is just undefeated against most records. He came back with Verbal Intercourse. Oh, I swear that Raekwon is a genius, man. That first album was just crazy. Like all you got to play is that first album. You know what I'm saying? Ghostface responded back with Never Be the Same Again. That's not a record I would have responded with. But then Raekwon came back with Scary Hours off the Wu-Tang Forever album. You know what I'm saying? And then we get the Freaking You remix with Jodeci, featuring Raekwon and Ghostface. You know what I'm saying?
Classic joint.
Dope.
Classic
That
joint,
pin, dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? He was running back with that.
Stuck like International House of Pancakes. Oh, man. That boy, man. Raekwon got the man.
Oh, and
every time I close my
eyes, I wake up feeling get you out of my mind. Oh yeah, the kids are listening. I'm sorry. And then Ghost get the Gotta Love Me remix, Tiana Taylor with Ghostface, Method Man, and Raekwon. Dope record. I actually like this record. Really good record.
I like that joint.
And then
I like the video. I like the video.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Raekwon responds with a Pete Rock produced beat called The Game of Rock. Oh man. When that joint came on,
I was dancing that joint came on.
That joint is fire. Yo, I feel like a kid again, man. I'm sorry. These records just got me geek, man. And then Can It All Be So Simple?
Oh, they had to end up with Can it all be so simple?
Oh man.
Always the time.
Can it be that it was all so simple then?
Whoever didn't see the video, see the video. I mean, the video's been out for years, but yeah.
Off the 36 chambers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the battle ended. I think after Can It All Be So Simple. But then they decided to play some more joints. So then they played All That I Got Is You with Ghostface. Dope record.
I always love that song.
Ghost was able to perform that record, and Ghost was like, "Yo, man, y'all gonna have me crying up in here, man, because this record is so deep." You know what I mean? Because this was a tribute. This song was a tribute to his mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That all that I got is you. And I'm so glad that you made it through. You know what I'm saying?
Classic joint.
That joint is dope. And then, Raekwon played Heaven and Hell Dope record off the first album. You know what I'm saying?
Love that joint. Yeah.
And then they decided,
to
end it with Raekwon's verse of Triumph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Triumph is always gonna be a.
Come on.
That video. I love the video. Was
best hip hop video. Let me tell you something. I don't care. Debate me if you want. Triumph is the best hip hop video of all time. Triumph is the best hip hop video of all time. I'll say it again. Triumph is the best video in hip hop of all time.
Shoot. Telling you.
It's a movie. It's a movie. It's like watching a Marvel. When you think about it, you know how people are like big on like the superhero movies? That was like a superhero movie, but in a music video.
Yes, that video right there, I watched it a million times possibly.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
So I want to thank y'all hip hop legends, man. Man, from the bottom of my heart, I grew up to both of you guys' music and the rest of the whole clan. I'd say you guys are the reason why I do music today. You know what I'm saying? And, the pride of Staten Island. I mean, Wu-Tang is just the pride of Staten Island, man. When it comes to hip hop and just culture in general for Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the top things Staten Island is known for is having the best hip hop group of all time. Yeah, I said it. Wu-Tang Clan, the best hip hop group of all time. No disrespect to Public Enemy, but I'm sorry, Wu-Tang has that's it. You know what I'm saying? And just I just love what they did. Zacchaeus, please, I want to get your words on this. I just had to do the rundown. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, let me tell you something. We had to tonight. I know we extended it, but we had to mention the verses because when I seen that, I was excited when I seen because we live on Staten, we grew up on Staten Island, live on Staten Island, grew up on Staten Island,
my hometown,
and I seen the Wu back in. I seen the. I remember when Protect Your Neck was just created back in '93. Like I'm talking about like when it was just when it was a rough cut. I had a brother named Jamil that was spinning the record. It was a rough cut. I was like, who's that? All I heard was amazing Spider-Man, tick-tock, keep ticking. Like, what? Where? What? And I'm like, what?
Cold Red, Danger.
Yeah, exactly.
The smoke from the lyrical blunt makes me move it on your left. Set it off, hit it off like a gat. I'm gonna get my time to yak. Oh man. Whew.
You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that, I was like, and I said, are they from Staten Island? So to me, I had to watch this verse. I had to watch it from top to bottom.
Man, they rep Staten Island, man. And you know what? Truth be told, Wu-Tang is a combination of Brooklyn and Staten Island, but they put Staten Island on the map. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a great moment because during this whole verses, we've seen people from other places. We've seen New York, but a lot of these guys may represent Brooklyn or Queens or whatever. No disrespect. It just was good to get some cats on there to represent Staten Island. Because Staten Island is hip hop, is part of hip hop too. You know what I mean? So it was just glad to have these Staten Island legends, Raekwon and Ghostface, just do and they're friends. So you know what I'm saying? They did it for the culture. So
yes, they did.
Would you pick a winner or would you just say they both won? Because a lot of people are saying it's a tie.
To me, I'm gonna just say this: they both won, man.
Yeah.
Because
I don't want to choose. Both of them are favorite. I can't.
Yeah, I love the Wu in the whole. So to me, they both won. So that's it, man.
Yeah. Staten Island won. Hip hop won. So New York won. That's just how I gotta say it.
That's right, man.
All right, as we close, man, Zacchaeus, any last things you want to say before we get up out of here?
Yeah, man. So if y'all didn't see the verses, go check it out. And and also going back to Stacey Dash, man. I mean, should I say anything? Nah, I ain't got nothing to say about Stacey Dash.
Good luck, Stacey Dash, but you owe us apology.
You owe us an apology, yeah, man. And and Matt, be careful who you choose, and be always aware of who you are.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
That's all I gotta say.
That's all I gotta say.
Let them know where they can reach you, man.
Yo, Zacchaeus B73 on Instagram, also on Facebook. Wayne Zacchaeus Bacchus on Facebook, also on Twitter. Wayne Bacchus 2 on Twitter. Yeah. Yo,
all
check
right.
me out. Check me out.
Yeah. Support my brother, man. This is the Fifth General. I'm forgetting what I'm about to say. You can reach me at the Fifth General on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. At the Fifth General, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All right. So we're gonna get up out of here. This was another episode of Mrs. Z and Fifth. We're gonna hit you with a dating topic next week. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Peace.